So my name's Stephanie Crossan and I'm studying a degree in mechanical engineering at ARA. Before coming to ARA, I was working in the civil works industry. I was operating diggers and I kind of had this overwhelming feeling that it wasn't enough. I wanted something more out of life. So I was working around quite a lot of engineers and I started to get more interested in what they were doing and why they were doing it, and I kind of just wanted to be part of that. I feel like once I've got my degree, then I'm going to be able to make a bit of a difference and actually be part of the process as opposed to just doing what I'm told. So I started operating diggers and now I've moved on to becoming a design engineer. So instead of operating them, I could design hydraulic systems, I could design the components within it, and I could design the things that they're building or putting together. So when I first came to study, it was real daunting because I left school and I went straight into work. I never thought that I'd come back to study. I was living in Timaru, so for me it was a big deal because I had to move towns, and ARA's been great the whole way through. Like, I wouldn't change it, I wouldn't study anywhere else. I especially like that I've got good relationships with all my tutors and my peers, so the class sizes are perfect to me because you get to know everyone and everybody helps each other out, and the facilities are awesome. This new building is pretty cool too, like they're upgrading all the time. So the thing that stands out the most about engineering to me is that we're learning about physics and mechanics, but it's about being able to take the knowledge that we get and just make life better. It doesn't have to be machinery and it doesn't have to be car racing. It can be taking everyday things that we're using and we take for granted and just making it a little simpler or a little bit easier. And that's something I really want to be able to do in the future, especially nowadays things are moving so fast. It's a really exciting time to be in engineering. Tutors have been great. They've just been real supportive, like in every different class. Some I find harder than others, and every tutor's willing to put in extra time if you need it. They'll slow down if you need to. There's no stupid question, you know. Graham Harris has been really good. There was actually a point when I wasn't sure if I was going to go civil or mechanical, and that was really hard for me because it was 6 months into it, I think, and we had to make a choice which branch we were going to go, and this whole thing was new to me. So he actually took me around and took a bit of time with me and talked to me through it, and it actually really helped, and thanks to that I'm on the path and I feel like I've chosen the right one. Mechanical's like, there's so many branches you can go. You could work in buildings, you could do structural, you can do water systems, and it's all key parts of civilization, I guess. There's mechanical things everywhere, and no matter what you're doing there'll be some aspect that you can design or improve or be a part of. Being a woman in engineering has been great. It's been trying at times. I mean, like the minority, I think when I started here there might have been 3 girls in my intake, so it was a little bit, you know, all these guys, and a lot of them came from backgrounds where they were working on cars their whole lives, but I've never had any disadvantage. It's just been so much fun, and honestly whatever a guy can do, girls can do it better, so it's pretty cool. Like, it can be tough, but you really do get close to the other girls in the class, and I'm close with a lot of the guys too. Like, it's just like-minded people. It's great. There's a place for women in engineering, like they're paving the way. It's really cool. So I was lucky enough to get offered a job with Becca. It's quite a big engineering consultancy company, and they have branches all over New Zealand and Australia and Indonesia. So they approached me to see if I wanted to do a bit of work for them, and then I went in for a couple of interviews, did a bit of research, and yeah, I got a job. So in January I'll start with them. I couldn't have asked for a better end to the degree. I guess I just really want to encourage anyone, it doesn't matter the age, where you come from, background, study is a viable option, and I think it's a really, really important thing to consider in your life. You know, it's not the only way to get anywhere, but it's a great way, I think. I've enjoyed my time at ARA and I would recommend it to anyone. It's been great. Good journey.